I'm secretary of the USS Lacey Association. I have been for about 23 years, but we have been meeting for 26 years. We meet once a year around the country. My citation that I would like to read is, we've had 2 Medal of Honor winners from our ship. One got his medal while on board ship, and the other that I'm going to read first was a member of the ship after he won the Medal of Honor during World War II. If I can read it, please. Richard Miles McCool, who recently died, by the way, about 2 years ago. He lived in Seattle, Washington. For conspicuous gallantry and intrepidly, at the risk of his life above and beyond the call of duty, as commanding officer of the USS LCS 122 during operations during enemy Japanese forces in the Reikuku chain 10 and 11 June 1945. Sharply vigilant during hostile air raids against Allied ships on radar picket duty off Okinawa on 10 June, Lieutenant McCool aided materially in evacuating all survivors from a sinking destroyer which had sustained mortal damage under the devastating attacks. When his own craft was attacked simultaneously by 2 of the enemy suicide squadrons early in the evening of June the 11th, he instantly hurled the full power of his gun batteries against the plunging aircraft, shooting down the first and damaging the second before it crashed his station in the conning tower and engulfed the immediate area in the massive flames. Although suffering from shrapnel wounds and painful burns, he rallied his concussion-shocked crew and initiated vigorous firefighting measures, and then proceeded to the rescue of several trapped in a blazing compartment, subsequently carrying 1 man to safety despite the excruciating pain of additional severe burns. Unmindful of all personal danger, he continued his efforts without respite until aid arrived from other ships and he was evacuated. By his staunch leadership, capable direction, and indomitable determination throughout the crisis, Lieutenant McCool saved the lives of many who otherwise might have perished and contributed materially to the saving of his ship for further combat service. His valiant spirit of self-sacrifice in the face of extreme peril sustains and enhances the highest traditions of the U.S. Naval Service. Richard McCool was a graduate of the Naval Academy in Annapolis. The second one is Thomas Jerome Hudner, who's still alive. He currently resides in Massachusetts. For conspicuous gallantry and intrepidly, at the risk of his life above and beyond the call of duty as a pilot in Fighter Squadron 32, while attempting to rescue a squadron mate whose plane, struck by aircraft fire and trailing smoke, was forced out behind enemy lines. Quickly maneuvering to circle the downed pilot and protect him from enemy troops infesting the area, Lieutenant J.G. Hudner risked his life to save the injured flyer, who was trapped alive in the burning wreckage. Fully aware of the extreme danger in landing on the rough mountainous terrain and the scant hope of escape or survival in sub-zero temperature, he put his plane down skillfully in a deliberately wheels-up landing in the presence of enemy troops. With his bare hands, he packed the fuselage with snow to keep the flames away from the pilot and struggled to pull him free. Unsuccessful in this, he returned to his crashed aircraft and radioed other airborne planes, requesting that a helicopter be dispatched with an axe and fire extinguisher. He then remained on the spot despite the continued danger from enemy action, and with the assistance of the rescue pilot, renewed a desperate but unavailing battle against time, cold, and flames. Lieutenant J.G. Hudner, exceptionally valiant action and selfless devotion to a shipmate, sustained and enhanced the highest tradition of the U.S. Naval Service. And the man that he went after was the first African-American pilot, Jesse Brown, who has since had a ship named after him. So that's my my stories about the two shipmates aboard ship.